Hello students, welcome to another wonderful session and interesting topic, that is a more important topic of this vector algebra is the cross product of two vectors. Before moving on to cross product of two vectors, once again let's see how the vector can be represented mathematically. In the beginning, I told you how a vector can be represented geometrically, that is in the form of a directed line segment. Whereas this a cap stands for the unit vector in the direction of vector AB. So this vector AB will have certain magnitude and particular direction, that is a cap. So this vector AB can be represented mathematically as the product of magnitude and the unit vector in the direction of vector AB. Means suppose a cap is the unit vector along AB and AB has a certain magnitude, then you can write it as magnitude into a cap. So here is vector AB can be written as magnitude of AB into a cap. So this is the standard way of representing a vector mathematically, means magnitude multiplied by direction. So a cap is the nothing but it's a direction. Okay, so now we'll move on to one right-handed coordinate system, which is also called rectangular coordinate system. So let's understand. So here are three mutually perpendicular axes, that is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and one screw is placed here along z-axis. Then what will happen when you rotate the axis? Suppose if you rotate this positive x-axis towards positive y-axis, if you rotate this x-axis towards y-axis, then what about the screw? In which direction the screw will be moved? So it moves along the positive z-axis. Okay, so practically you might have experienced this also. So such a system is called the right-handed coordinate system, which is called rectangular coordinate system. Why it is called right-handed screw system? So let's understand. Suppose, see here, if you hold a right hand like this and a thumb representing positive x-axis or z-axis and the curled fingers, they are directed away from positive x-axis and towards y-axis. So see here, suppose that, see, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your z-axis. Suppose if I hold this system like this, so this thumb represents direction of positive z-axis, whereas these fingers, these direction of the curled fingers, they are away from positive x-axis and towards positive y-axis. So this system can be understood with the help of right hand thumb. Okay, so that is why this system is called the right hand coordinate system. Now we will move on to the main part, that is vector product or cross product of two vectors. So let's see here. Here there are two vectors A and B, and theta is angle between A and B measured in this direction, in anti-clockwise direction, and there is a n cap, which is a vector perpendicular to vector A and B, such that vector A, B, n cap, these form the rectangular coordinate system. Means if you rotate this vector A towards vector B, then the screw will be moving along this direction, along vector n cap. So if this is the case, then how the cross product can be defined? The vector product or cross product of two non-zero vectors A and B is denoted by this vector A cross B, and it is defined as in this fashion. vector A cross vector B is equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B into sine theta into n cap. N cap is what? It is a unit vector in this direction, means which is perpendicular to vector A and vector B. Now, where theta is what? It is an angle between vector A and B which ranges from 0 to pi, and n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to A and B. As I mentioned, this system is rectangular coordinate system or right hand system. Now see here, we have to observe here, whenever if either A is 0 or vector B is 0, then clearly theta is not defined. So in this case, the cross product is going to be 0. So the cross product is defined only in case of when both are non-zero vectors. If one of them is 0, clearly their cross product is 0. Now we make some observations here. As we know that A cross B is always a vector quantity and it is perpendicular to both vector A and B. As I mentioned, A cross B is along this, which is perpendicular to vector A and vector B. So A cross B is a vector quantity and which is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. So here, this is vector A, this is vector B, and this is the vector A cross B. Here, this is the vector A cross B, which is perpendicular to both A and B. Now one more thing, A cross B is equal to 0 if and only if vector A is parallel to vector B. Means the cross product of two parallel vectors is always 0. That means if the cross product is 0, the two vectors are going to parallel. Conversely, if two vectors are parallel, then their cross product is 0. As we studied in case of dot product, if the dot product of two vectors is 0, then they are perpendicular to each other. Conversely, if two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is 0. So likewise, if the cross product of two vectors is 0, you can immediately conclude that they are parallel to each other, or in other words, you can say that they are collinear, means they are parallel to some other line. Further, the cross product of two similar vectors A cross A, the angle between A and A is itself what? 0. So sine 0 is 0. So if you apply the cross product formula, it is going to be 0 vector. So remember that the cross product of two similar vectors is 0, whereas dot product of two similar vectors is, as I mentioned earlier, it is magnitude of A square. Similarly, cross product of vector A and its negative vector, again it is 0, because the angle between this is vector A and this is minus vector A, opposite direction exactly. The angle between them is 180 degree. So sine pi is 0. So that is why again the cross product of vector A and its negative vector is always a 0 vector. Now when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then what about their cross product is the question here. So sine 90 is 1. So if you substitute sine pi by 2 as a 1, you will get this. So the cross product of two perpendicular vectors will be vector A, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into n cap. Okay, so look at this. So this is the perfect example. So this is perpendicular to this, angle between them is 90 degree. You can clearly see here. Okay, so angle between them is 90 degree. Then this vector is what? It is A cross B into magnitude of A, magnitude of B into n cap. So whenever the two vectors are perpendicular, you have to write this. As we know that sine pi by 2 is 1. Further, note that I cross I. As I mentioned, A cross A is 0. So similarly, I cross I, j cross j, k cross k, these are the unit vectors. The angle between I cap and I cap is 0. So its cross product is 0. You have to remember this. Whereas in case of dot product, I dot I is 1, k dot k is 1, j dot j is 1. But in case of cross product, it is a 0 vector. Again, to be noted. Because in all these cases, theta is 0. Now the question is, what is the cross product of I and j and k and I taken in cyclic order? I, j, k are taken in cyclic order. The cross product of I, j, k, I we want. So let's see here. We know that A cross B is given by this formula. Okay. Now we want I cross j. Just apply here I, j, and angle between I and j, as we know that I, j, k are unit vectors along x axis, y axis, z axis. And you know that x, y, z axis are mutually perpendicular. That means I is perpendicular to j is perpendicular to k is perpendicular to I. So that is why angle between them is 90 degree. So sin 90 is 1. So you will left with this. Okay. So I is a unit vector. Its magnitude is 1. Its magnitude is 1. And this is also 1. So you left with only k cap. So remember that I cross j is always k. That is I cross j is always k. So similarly, we can see that j cross k is I, k cross I is j. Remember this. Okay, so you have to remember this thoroughly. Now we will have an expression for angle between two vectors A and B in terms of cross product. We had already an expression for angle between two vector in terms of dot product, that is cos theta, vector A dot vector B by magnitude of B. So similarly, we will have an expression for angle between two vector in terms of cross product. As we know that vector A cross B can be written as this by the definition of cross product, and this stands for its magnitude. Okay, this is its direction. This is a vector whose direction is along n cap and whose magnitude is this. Okay, so this is the case. The magnitude of this vector is nothing but this part is the magnitude, as I mentioned earlier how the vector can be represented mathematically. It is direction, it is its magnitude. So magnitude of A cross B is this much. So sin theta is equal to, transfer these to the left, you will get this. So this sin theta is equal to magnitude of vector A cross B divided by magnitude of individual vectors. So you have to remember this to find the angle between two vectors in terms of cross product. Now one thing to be noted, cross product is not commutative. As the dot product is commutative, vector A dot vector B is equal to vector B dot vector A. But in case of cross product, it is not commutative. That is, A cross B is not equal to B cross A, because they are exactly in opposite direction. Look here, this is your n cap and this is your minus n cap. This is your A cross B vector and this is your B cross A vector. Look here, this is your A cross B vector and downwards is a B cross A vector. So they have exactly opposite direction, so they are not equal. And look here, B cross A is what? It is the cross product of B and A, means the angle is measured from B towards A. Here vector B, vector A and vector minus n cap, they form the right-handed coordinate system. So here you must remember that vector A cross B is not equal to B cross A, but you may write A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. You have to remember this thing. Okay, so better you take screenshot of this. So we'll move on to next part. Remember this as I mentioned earlier. What will happen if you change the order? I cross j is k cap. So j cross I is minus k cap. As I said earlier, a cross b is equal to minus b cross a. So if you change the order, you have to put the negative sign out here. Okay, so that is the thing here. J cross I, if you go in reverse way, change minus sign will come. So j cross I cap is minus k cap cross j cap is minus j cap I cap, and similarly this. So better you take screenshot of this. Okay, now we'll have one distributive property, how the cross product is distributed. So here a cross of b plus c. So the cross product is distributed over the addition. So you can distribute, you can write a cross b plus vector a cross vector c. So similarly, if there is any scalar quantity outside the cross product of two vectors, then you can take the lambda, or you can multiply lambda to any of the vector and then just find the cross product. Okay, so here lambda is either you can write lambda with a vector or lambda with b vector and then find the cross product. So these are the two property you have to remember.
Okay students, this is all about how the cross product of two vectors can be defined. In the next class, we will be discussing how the cross product can be found when the vectors are given in terms of components, okay, in terms of ijk, and that is the important thing here. So let's wait for the next class. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, take care, bye, and keep studying, keep working. Don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comment box. So you are most welcome.